Let's
All
get
right.
serious.
LGI.
Do you ever judge yourself based on your girl's exes?
I just feel like, first of all, why would you want to know that?
Or do you judge yourself on your ex's nexus?
I wish y'all could have seen Coop face the way he dropped the mic when he asked the question. Or.
I feel like I would judge myself more on my ex's nexus.
Right.
Because that's after, like, you already
Right.
had an input.
Because it's like, dang,
Right.
she really upgraded?
Nah,
Or
ain't
no,
it?
what if it's down? So
Yeah.
so we out drinking the other day, and my boy sees his ex
Out?
in the streets
with a new one.
new guy, shorts to his navel.
Navel is a funny word to me.
Wait, shorts to his navel.
Shorts to his navel. They were tight. They were up tight. They were up
This boy had on high-waisted jeans.
tight polo. Tight
Boy.
polo. And he was looking real dorkish. And I was like, dang, she has a type.
What your homeboy say? Was he like, what you trying to say?
What
you trying to say?
I was just messing with him, but then I
Right.
was like, you judge more by who's next or who came before you.
I definitely would say I'm with JJ on this. I'm not necessarily worried about who came before me because I'm an upgrade from that.
Come on, upgrade.
Now, anybody after me, I'm finna be like, what you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? What you trying to say? I wasn't tall enough?
But what if it's somebody? What if it's like somebody in the league?
Like a basketball
Yeah.
league? At this point, I'll probably be like, kudos,
Yeah,
sis.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Kudos, sis.
You tell everybody that's your ex. I
Right,
used to
right.
date. I used to go out with.
Yeah, I used to date her. I mean, to be honest. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? What that boy Ray J said?
I hit it first.
I hit it first.
Hey, talk about it.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
If y'all don't know what that means hello and good day. And that was for our one German listener. I don't know how you found us, but we glad you here. And what's up with y'all from America? We thankful that y'all
That's all they
back.
get.
Hey, Guten Tag?
Yes, bro. Guten Tag. It means hello and good day.
When you start speaking German, bro?
I searched it on Google.
That's how
Right
dedicated
before-
we are to y'all.
That's how dedicated we are to our fans, bro. And we are international.
I just hope you said it right.
I did.
said something crazy about his mom or something.
Right. Bro, we're international now, baby. It's a whole nother league now. We're international. What next? Spain? Egypt?
Hola.
I know that one.
Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to episode 5 of the Soundboard Podcast. I'm your boy Dante, and I'm here with the homies.
What's up with it? It's your boy JJ.
And you already know this is Coop.
Come on.
And we are so glad that you are here, man. Welcome back, bro. I don't know
back,
about y'all,
welcome back.
but it has been, a lot has been going on, bro. A ton since we last recorded. Okay? Like a ton has gone on.
We're stars now.
Hey, shout out to y'all for like showing love to the last episode. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did not want to post that episode.
You
In
didn't,
fact,
bro.
after we recorded it, I hit up Coop and JJ and was like, y'all, do y'all think we need to re-record it? Because I don't really know. I think I felt a little insecure about being the broke friend. However, I am no longer the broke friend. I am a millionaire.
That was quick.
That was very
Well,
quick.
I'm waiting on the millions to arrive to me. But as you
It's
guys
in
were saying,
transit.
yeah, it's in transit. As you guys were saying last time, you have to speak things as they are.
I like
so
that.
I am no longer the broke friend. I am a millionaire.
Come on.
And you all are now broke friends.
So basically, Dante's saying he's about to leave, go to another room.
Right.
Okay.
Dante leveled up.
He
Yeah,
leveled up.
I'm leveling up on y'all.
I got you.
And leaving y'all behind. So guys, man, look, but you know what? But while I am still in the season of waiting, life has been a little difficult. Bro, you know, when you're younger, you hear your parents like say like these catchphrases and you don't really understand like why they're so important. But like my mom would always like she would always open up mail and she would say stuff like, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And I never understood that saying until I became an adult. And this week I found myself saying that. So earlier in the week, I don't know if you're in Texas or if you're not. If you are outside of Texas, let me just tell y'all, don't come here, bro.
Yeah.
The devil literally done set his crack on the state of Texas, bro. It is scorching hot. It is scorching hot.
Bro, it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous, bro. How we went from a blizzard to this is beyond me.
Yeah.
So
But-
even this hot wind.
It is a hot wind.
It's a hot wind, bro. So
Weltering.
so my air went out earlier
That's
like
terrible timing.
the week, bro. So it's I got to put it on high in order for it to like blow out cool air. So not only is it hot, but I got a flat tire, bro. I got a flat tire. I was on my way to get some food. Because a friend had cashed out me some money as a little blessing. So y'all know, because I'm the broke friend, I'm in transit.
You were.
I was. I'm in transit till the millions come.
Yeah.
I've been trying to eat out less. But when other people like may bless me or like send me money for something, I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna just treat myself.
Right.
So I'm on my way to treat myself, and I guess God was like, no, because I'm driving, bro.
From Satan to God.
Right. And I just hear, bro, the wheel starts shaking. I pulled over, whole tire, bro, basically just split in half. I'm putting air in it because I pulled over the gas station and I literally hear the air coming out. So then, bro, it's hot. It's midday when the sun is at its peak.
Were you driving yourself or was your driver?
I was driving myself. The
Oh,
driver
I
was
got you.
off.
I
The
got
driver
you.
was
I
off.
got you.
Bro, I have to change. I had to change the tire in the sun, and then I still went to go treat myself to the food because I deserve it. So yeah, man, look, it's adulthood, and I'm officially leaving this hood and moving out to millionaire land.
Okay.
So I'll see some of y'all.
I'm trying to think of an update for myself. I mean, I've been out here. If you follow me on IG, you've seen me out here.
Yeah.
Living it up.
Big
Big
Tipsy.
Tipsy.
Big Tipsy made a quick appearance.
Come on.
If y'all don't know who Big Tipsy is, you got to meet him one day. He's a fun guy. But no, man, I've just been chilling, working on my goals, prepping for the baby, and living up a little bit. Went out the other night, had an interesting night. Me and my boys, we basically just went out, and my other boys, y'all
Okay.
my boys
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
I still waiting on
Y'all-
the invite.
y'all my boys.
Still waiting on the invite. I just wonder when am I gonna get invited?
You didn't get invited to the barbecue, right?
I didn't. Coop really don't invite me to anything. At this point, we're coworkers. At this point, we're not real friends.
You just be
that
busy.
way.
You just be busy.
I don't be
Don't be
busy,
that
bro.
way.
I be at the house.
Nah, you be busy.
See, that's why you were the broke friend, because you used to be at the house, you getting your money up.
I hate when people try to manipulate you. I hate when people try to manipulate you and try to turn the whole thing on you. We're gonna talk later about how you
Yeah, we'll
never invite
talk
me to
later.
anything.
Another podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, I've just been going out, just chilling and working on baby stuff. Nothing crazy.
How's the baby stuff going?
It's good, bro. Room's almost ready. We have to do some repairs, but I've gotten everything out of the room, so
That's good.
it's coming along.
Well, you got everything out of the room. What did you move out of the room?
So her room used to be my office.
Dang, bro, you losing stuff
Sacrifices.
already. Sacrifice already.
It's worth it, guys.
Hey, that's what I like
That's
to hear,
big,
man.
bro.
That's what I like to hear.
But it's worth it.
He going to work in the living room.
Yeah, what's up with you, JJ?
Man, it's been a good couple of weeks for me since we last met. I went on a Juneteenth bike ride.
A Juneteenth bike ride.
Yeah, Juneteenth bike ride. A bicycle ride, not motorcycle.
Just wanted to clarify.
Just
that.
clarify.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bicycle. So I picked up the hobby last year in the pandemic in the summer.
It was your COVID hobby.
It was my COVID hobby.
Okay.
Yeah. So the gym shut down. Y'all know I'm like big on working out. I try to stay active. And I couldn't go to the gym. So I was like, shout out to Coop, because Coop gave me a pair of dumbbells that at least let me do some home workouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do something else. Like I need to get out of the house because I'm just stuck inside.
Right.
So I decided, I want to start cycling. So I picked up a hobby, cycling hobby, and I started biking it since then. So I saw that my one of my friends was throwing a Juneteenth bike ride event in Fort Worth, historic south side of Fort Worth, man. So we all linked up. We went and did like a tour essentially of the historic south side of Fort Worth. So it was like we made some stops along the way. There was like essentially like a tour guide that just shed a little bit of light on the history of Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. It was cool, man. There was a lot of things I didn't recognize, a lot of things I didn't realize about Fort Worth, but it was a really good time. pretty diverse crowd. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
So there was white people there also.
There was white people there.
What, cool? Like,
Yeah.
they can come to the
They
Juneteenth
can.
thing.
But you don't really see white people at the Juneteenth barbecue though.
That's true.
So that's a good
Did
question.
any of them tell you Happy Juneteenth?
No,
I don't know.
they
I
didn't. They didn't.
I don't know if that's what
I
it
heard-
means you say Happy Juneteenth.
I don't know.
No,
My-
but I heard people saying Happy Juneteenth while we were cycling, but it was like people in the neighborhood.
Right,
We
they
was,
saw
we was
y'all.
cycling. We were cycling through a predominantly black neighborhood. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of my white friends hit me and asked me if it's okay. Like, what should I say? I'm
Just-
like, I don't know, bro.
Tell them don't say that.
Just,
Just don't say that, because this is what I refuse to let y'all do. If I see, because they weren't really doing it this year, because it was just created as a
Yeah.
hobby a holiday this year. But next year, because y'all be getting disrespectful around these holidays, bro. Y'all be putting MLK on party flies. Y'all be over here drinking half off bottles for Cinco de Mayo. If I see y'all out here with half off Hennessy's and dashikis, I'm shutting it down.
Right.
That's not what Juneteenth is about.
did it feel different celebrating it now that it's like an official holiday, like a national holiday?
Not really, bro. My thing is Biden. There are so many other things we could do, like this college debt, but that's a whole nother thing that I
Stay
need
on
you.
that college debt.
Cause, bro,
Right.
I need that. You gonna make? I be thinking stuff like that be a whole diversion, but that's a whole nother subject.
I appreciate it though.
I do.
I do
I do.
appreciate the acknowledgement. So
I do.
yeah.
Well, you know me, I don't celebrate nothing like that. Boy.
Wait. Is Coop one of them? I don't celebrate the man-made holidays.
I
Are
really
you
don't,
serious?
though.
You
I really don't. I really don't.
So what don't you celebrate? And I guess why don't you celebrate? Because I didn't know that about you. I'm being honest. We've been friends for like 10 years.
The only thing that I celebrate is people's birthdays and maybe like the 4th of July. I celebrate Juneteenth, but
Okay.
usually if it's like a real holiday, I usually don't.
That's true because anytime I invite Coop over for like Thanksgiving or Christmas, he don't really he doesn't celebrate it like that, but he'll pull up because I send out an invite.
Oh,
But
is there a reason? Is it something? Did you grow up not celebrating these, or is this something you kind of just as a grown up you start to say, I ain't really just celebrating it.
So growing up, we really didn't celebrate in that way. So like we'll have get-togethers, but it's just a time for us. We're all off, so we can meet up, but we weren't celebrating and like, oh, this is Christmas, like Merry Christmas type thing. It was just like we're all getting together because this is a chance for us all to get together.
Right.
The reasoning behind it, I'm not sure
were
why.
y'all Jehovah's Witness?
No,
Right. 7-day Adventist.
no. But I think it has a lot to do with like people stress themselves so much for holidays,
I can see that.
and then a lot of times it's like people go into like a lot of debt. They put
Right.
themselves in a bad situation,
Especially Christmas.
especially Christmas.
Oh, you didn't get Christmas gifts.
Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't, but it wasn't really like a Christmas gift. It was like almost like, oh, they're having a sale, so we're gonna take advantage of
Were
it.
they wrapped?
No,
So y'all didn't like set up the Christmas trees and all that?
we did. We did like when I was real little, but probably when I got to like elementary school, no more.
Bro, that is just I've never like sat and talked to somebody about not celebrating holidays because for the most part, everybody I know celebrates all the holidays except for Thanksgiving. We reclaim that back. But we don't celebrate Thanksgiving
That's what I'm saying, but a
on
lot-
Columbus Day.
It's a lot of stuff that we celebrate that we don't even know what we're doing. Like think about if you're a Native American and people are celebrating Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That has to be a terrible feeling, bro.
Well, now it's called Indigenous People Day. So we don't call it Thanksgiving anymore.
But still, think about the day that.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing with Christmas. They try to take Christ out of Christmas, so now it's like the Xmas, right?
Right.
Because they're trying to take Christ out of it, and and it's all about Santa Claus.
right.
Right.
But
So
the origin of it is completely different.
So what's so funny? Olivia does not buy anything with Santa Claus because she be like, I need Jay to know who bought these gifts for real.
Right.
So you didn't grow up believing in Santa Claus?
No.
Wow. Okay.
But
So
I wasn't the kid either that was like, y'all know he's not. Quiet.
ain't real.
Just kept to myself.
Yeah.
Can you see Coop? I just imagine like Coop standing up on the playground being like, and the man is telling y'all that Santa Claus is real and it ain't real.
Right. Yeah.
Did y'all have like other traditions in place of them, or y'all just didn't really do anything?
We really just celebrate birthdays, bro.
Oh, that's
Family
what's up.
reunions, birthdays, real things, not made up things.
Not made up things. So cool. Now that you bring that up, I am intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have a whole baby girl on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you're going to continue, or are you going to kind of just go through that just so she can have those moments?
See, now that's when it gets difficult when you like my wife's family.
Yeah.
Big on holidays.
Wow. Okay.
Like her mom loves Christmas, so people give me
That's
gifts.
interesting. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't do this.
So you don't give no gifts back?
I'm not celebrating it.
So
That
you
would
take
be
your
me.
gifts, but then you don't need to take no gifts.
But then they stop because they know I don't.
Oh,
Really,
okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But they
So-
love it so much.
Bro, you really true to this.
Yeah, I don't do it.
So like whenever those holidays come around, does your wife still give gifts and things, or like how does that work?
I don't know. I mean, I don't get a Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually. So if she finds something, she will, I guess. And that's also kind of how I am. Like, I don't want to get you something just to be getting you something.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel inclined, like, oh, I know they'll love this, I'm gonna get it regardless of the
Yeah.
time of year. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but when we were roommates,
Yeah.
me and JJ, he was talking about music or something, and I bought him a harmonica,
Yeah.
and it had nothing to do with anything,
Wow.
but it was a gift.
He a real one.
It was a
He
genuine
ain't
gift.
never bought me no gift. I don't get invited to house parties. I don't get invited out. You ain't never bought me no harmonica or no other gifts. Co-workers.
When I see something that inspires me to get you a gift, I'm gonna get you a gift.
That's
Okay.
genuine though.
No, that is
It's a
genuine.
real. It's not out of. It's not going with emotions. Like it's Christmas,
Right.
you get a gift.
Mm-hmm.
If I get you something, I really mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Last year, I told people that I wasn't giving nobody gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Christ is the gift,
Right.
and that's the gift they keep on giving.
Right.
Also, because I was broke.
Well, that's a real thing. People go even more broke,
Right.
Trying
just
to get
because it's
another.
Christmas.
Yeah, trying to get gifts. That's one thing I don't like about it is that
Yeah.
people will go into debt trying to buy gifts that you have no business buying.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What's up?
What? You
I have an
you
idea.
really got an idea.
Right,
I
dude.
have an idea. I challenge us
Mm-hmm.
to give each other gifts before Christmas.
I thought they want a harmonica.
No. Listen. But it's something that we have to create.
What you mean?
It's something that you have to make.
You cannot have my child, Dante.
No, fool. It's something that you. Okay, so
Like
so
not
for-
like you saying not spending money.
not spend money. So for example, so like Olivia and I are really big, like when holidays come up, even if it's like an anniversary, even if it's Christmas, even if we give each other like a monetary gift, we end up like creating a gift. So like one of our anniversaries, bro, I got a puzzle made with pictures of us. She made me a mix CD. Like we try to give each other like gifts. So I'm challenging us to make each other gifts, and then we will unwrap them.
Chris don't even celebrate.
I said before
So now
the
you're making
holiday.
another holiday. You're making up another thing. You're just like them.
Never mind.
I like the idea, bro. I like the idea.
No, you know what? Forget it. Scratch it. Scratch
I just
it.
don't want to impose on what you and Livy do.
Cool. Are you gonna celebrate these holidays with baby girl? Y'all probably still need to talk about it. You and
We
you
still
and the
need
wife.
to talk. I think that Key will, and I'll be there. But I don't think it'll be. I don't want her to believe in Santa Claus and Easter.
I
Bunny and
don't
all
see
that
anything
silly
wrong
stuff.
with that.
I don't like that, bro. That's a lie. Unnecessary lie. My mom told me to save my lives for when I need them.
Okay, so since we're talking about saving lives, this last episode you said you was gonna have them goals. Now you got on me.
Yeah.
You got on me last episode. 'Cause
So you need time.
Dutch didn't give me enough time to give me my goals. He didn't give me enough time to give me my goals. So now you said you had time, and so we also posted this, man. Shout out to the soundboard community, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to all y'all.
Shout out to all y'all, bro. We posted on our IG page, what is the one goal you have for the remainder of the year? And y'all were legit dropping y'all goals, man. Shout out.
And good goals.
And good goals. Shout out to my boy Jace. He's a YouTuber. He said reach 1K on YouTube. Caleb said work out consistently, perfect a new photography skill. Shout out to Caleb. Gigi said read one book a month. We on the same page. She said work out
She added
3
me
times
to that too.
3 times a
She
week.
did.
Right. But we can't name everybody. But Pat said have a solid chapter completed.
Pat tried
in
to
his
one
first
up
book.
me.
Bro,
I'm
for real.
Yeah, he tried to
He
one
said
up me.
y'all
on
He
that.
read
said
books?
read 3 books a
Yeah.
month.
No, he said y'all read books. I'm gonna write a book.
Write a book and read 3. Like, come on, bro. Don't be an overachiever. But nah, man, y'all really, Bonita, she said her goal was to learn how to be more assertive with resolving conflicts. That's a
good.
That's
great,
a really
that
good
is a really, really good goal.
I'm interested to see how she would work on that. Like, what's the steps on?
You got to just
working
go
towards
into
that goal?
conflict head first.
Right, like how much conflict do you have?
You gotta go find conflict. Like, you gotta go look for it just so
when you
can
wake
prepare
up,
for
when you
war.
wake up
Right.
today, you like, I want that smoke.
Right.
So-
good morning. Why you telling me good morning?
She's gonna turn to Batman, baby.
I gotta go conflict. You gotta go find it, man. Shout out to her though for saying that she's gonna get better. Now, last time we talked about our goals. Now, Coop didn't tell us what his goal was. So, Coop, what was your goal? What did you write?
Okay, so I came up with the goal. I want to find a certification or program to help advance me
Oh, that's
on my
good.
career path. Obviously, I need to get my daughter's room ready,
Okay.
and then I want to take this podcast to the next level.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. He didn't talk to us about this.
Nah.
He already moving solo. You acting like
Everybody knows
Beyonce.
I am Beyonce.
He acting like Beyonce.
So
JJ Michelle. I'll be a solid character.
Kelly ain't broke though.
I have no rebuttal.
Dante got a million on the way. It's en route.
I have no rebuttal.
But I want to take this podcast to the next level. Man.
Okay.
I'm trying to get us to weekly episodes because right now we're bi-weekly, and a lot of you, I don't know if everybody knows that we're bi-weekly. I don't think we ever.
We never actually
It's
said
in the
it.
bio, I think.
Right.
But we never announced it on the podcast. So we're bi-weekly right now. So I think if we get to a certain number of subscribers and reviews, we should take this thing weekly.
I think we should too, but we can only do that if people listen.
Exactly.
So if y'all keep running the numbers up,
Yeah.
Like y'all did last episode.
like y'all did last
Run it
episode, then we can get to weekly episodes.
No.
No, I think that's a great goal.
Yeah, man. I like it. So how are you doing on those goals?
Good. So I've been trying to get something done every day.
So you breaking it down.
I'm breaking it down. So really, my main focus is my daughter's room right now. But I've also been doing research to see what type of programs I can get into to advance my career.
Advance your little career or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah, make it belittle it. Advance your little career or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. I'm glad that you took that time because people was getting on me because they said I wasn't giving you enough time to think about Chuck. I was like, that's a grown man.
He said he needed time though.
Yeah, but dang, y'all make me act like I was a bully.
You was like, Coop, you ain't got one goal.
Debo.
It was really intense. I'm sorry about that. So Coop, great job. JJ, how are you doing on your goals? Remind people what your goal was, and then how are you doing on it?
My goal was to read 2 books a month for the rest of the year. So really, it's to finish out the year with 12 books.
Okay, so are you at least, I guess, halfway through a book? Because it was halfway through the month of June when we talked about it.
I'm struggling.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll make 2 books this month, but I am currently reading 2 books.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'll finish those 2 books in June. So June.
Well, June, we only got about 4 more days left.
Yeah, man. So maybe I can finish 1 book by the end of June. But it's gonna have to carry over to July.
Okay.
So yeah.
I feel you.
I still ultimately I want the 12 books. So it's not necessarily.
As
It
long
would
as
be
you get
great.
to the
It
12.
would be great if I could do 2 books a month, but if I can somehow make up for that lost ground,
Right.
it's still cool for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 books I'm reading right now. If y'all want to know, one of them is so I like to read spiritual books, and I also like to read books like for the culture, and just really like self-help, like personal books, stuff like that. One of the books I'm reading right now is The Cost of Discipleship by Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Really good book. Definitely will increase your spiritual walk if you're a person of faith.
Yeah.
Another book I'm reading is shout out to my boy Pat. He gave us these groomsmen gifts. He gave us a book called "Can't Hurt Me" by David Goggins.
I've heard great things about that. David Goggins is
the
a
audio
beast.
book.
Yo,
He's
yeah?
a beast.
I hadn't heard nothing about him before this.
Bro, he's a beast.
He's
That
a
man is,
different type of
he's
mind.
loco.
Yeah. So I'm currently reading those 2. I'm trying to knock them out. So hopefully I'll be able to at least finish one of them by the end of June. I can tap in, knock the other one out at the beginning of July, and get started on 2 more.
That's good. That's good.
What about you, bro?
So mine was read 1 book a month. Haven't cracked a single one open, but I'm hopeful for July.
What'd you tell me? We have 4 days left.
I just gave up on June. I'm gonna just start in July.
What
Read a
happened?
little book. Read a really little book.
just to try to get it done.
You know what you should do is go get a book for KC. Go get a book for
The cat and the hat.
yeah. Read that one and then just start in July.
Okay, what my promise will be to y'all, because we're recording this episode on a Sunday. Starting tomorrow, I will start reading a book.
Do you already have a book in mind?
Yeah, I have. Bro, I have
What
plenty.
book?
I have plenty of books that I haven't read. So the book that I'm going to be reading, it was this book that we started reading earlier in the year, and I started reading it with my church. It was really good. It was called 30 Days to Live, and the whole premise is, if you, they did this study and asked people to live like they only had 30 days to live, and what they found was all these people start doing all this stuff that they normally would halt on. They all started to like take vacations. They started to leave work early to go to their children's recitals. They started to like hang out with their family and their friends more. And I started it, but I didn't finish it. But it's a really, really good book.
My 30 days might be a little different.
Okay. Your 30 days may leave you dead.
Look, that's how I know. That's how I know Dante about to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
He
30
30 days.
days
He
to
got
live.
30 days.
Because
left to live.
the problem with y'all is
Wait, y'all.
the problem with y'all is y'all out here living like y'all got time, and we don't know how much time we have. But no, so you know what? So that is a book that I'm interested to read, because I think in a lot of respects, I'll be sitting here acting like I just got forever.
Yeah.
Like I'll be sitting here acting like I'm literally going to be here forever, and that's not the case. We all know we all leave, and we don't know when. And so now I'm like, I want to finish that book, 30 Days to Live.
Okay, that's good, bro.
But now I got a question.
What's up?
What's up?
If you only had 30 days to live, what would you do differently? Just one thing, if anything, that you would do differently. Like I gave y'all some examples. People started to spend more time with their family and friends. People started to like work on like their businesses and stuff like that. What would you do? I can go first because I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, I was
for a
like,
while.
I'll have to think about this.
So I would really, if I legit had 30 days to live, and it sounds crazy because I could very well be doing this right now, but I would want some type of documentation that I was here. And so I would probably do videos,
or a podcast?
like I said
Yeah,
that I was
podcast.
going to do earlier in the year.
You could do your videos right now. You're about to make me mad. I'm trying to be patient with you, Dante.
Be patient with me. So that's 30 days.
Who's patient is running thin.
So yeah, so that's a really, really good book that
So you're gonna start that tomorrow?
I'm gonna start tomorrow.
No, the
So-
videos.
The book. So the way the book is set up, and it's dope because the way the book is set up, it's an easy read. It's set up by days, and so every day it talks about something different. So like day number 1, because I started reading it at the beginning of the year, didn't finish it. Day number 1 was like, if there is the what's the little thing between the 2 dates on your tombstone?
The dash.
The dash. It was literally the chapter's called. Are you done?
I got the digital dash.
Are you done? The chapter's literally called. You done?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
The chapter's called The Dash, and the whole premise is what do you want that dash to represent? The first date is the date you were born. The last date is the day you die. What do you want that dash to represent? What do you want it to say? You were a good father, you were a good friend, you were a motivator, you were a trailblazer in your industry, and like it was all about that. So
How would you feel if they put comedic relief?
like a joke. Don't put no comedic relief on my tombstone. Put motivator or something.
Well, motivate somebody, man. Make a
Bro,
video.
no, I feel like people would be walking by and be like, why his tombstone say comedic relief? He must have been a joke. So I would say that. So, okay, guys, 30 days to live. You had 30 days to live. It don't have to be something super deep, but like, what's one thing that you would do?
I would. Yours are so good because you, man.
I know he took it. He took him out.
Bro,
the
Bro, it could be
dash.
anything. It could be forgive somebody. It could be spend more time. With
I
your
would
family and friends, or go on
try
vacation.
to. What I would do is I would try to reach out to everybody like that I'm in relationship with. I would just want to make sure that I am on like a positive rapport, good standing with those people that I'm in a relationship with. That would be probably the biggest thing for me is like I'm a relational guy, so the impact that I have in relationships, letting people know that like
Right. I
you
care
know,
for
whatever
you.
I care for you. I'm supportive. I'm encourage you, and whatever it is that you got going. I just want to be in good standing. That probably would be the biggest thing for me.
I'll probably make my going away party.
Make your going away party.
Like, plan my going away party.
For all 30 days?
29 days. It's day 30.
And then he gonna die in the middle of the party.
That going away
y'all.
party gonna be
We
I
gonna
awesome.
appreciate y'all
We
for
gonna
coming
look
out.
up-
I gotta
like,
go now.
Woo, this party is lit. Ain't that right, Coop?
I hope it's just a fade out. Like, I just.
Hey, it ain't a mic drop. It drops dead.
Bro, I can just imagine us like, oh, this party is lit. Ain't that right, Coop? And we turn around and Coop lifeless body just hit the
Oh,
table.
no, it's gonna be like life where I'm dancing. I just fade away.
So yes,
That's
guys. So
funny.
that is our goal. We hope that y'all are making headway on y'all goals. For real. Because what we gonna do is we gonna post them joints to the story in January. And we gonna call you out personally.
You still got time.
We gonna call you out personally to see what you said. Okay,
For sure.
y'all, look.
What's up?
I need to know if I'm tripping because y'all on my soundboard. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not.
Right.
Okay. So I like to make sure I'm spending ample enough time with the people that matter. Two of the people that matter to me are Olivia and Jaden, my girlfriend and her daughter. I love spending time with them.
Girlfriend.
I love spending time with
You
them.
set yourself up.
He's so annoying. So I went over there on Friday. I finished work. I went over there on Friday. Jaden finished summer school. So she was like, I want to go. We were supposed to go to dinner. Jaden was like, I want to go swimming instead. So we go out to the pool. I don't get in the pool. I don't know if y'all know this. Don't really know how to swim. So I just kind of put my feet in like a little kid.
I thought the
and
water
just
might have been deep.
You done? Bro, I'm like 5'6", bro. Y'all be talking to me like I'm a midget.
I don't think
Okay,
you can't say
sample.
that.
We're gonna
You can't say
post.
that.
We're gonna make a post. Is 5'6"?
We're
It's
not
5'6"
making,
average height.
we're not making that post. Anyway.
Bro, you're not 5'6". You got to be like 5'8", bro.
Bro, I'm like 5'6". I'm legit 5'6", bro.
You're a tall 5'6". though.
Yeah, you're a top.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Carry yourself tall.
Cause my confidence 6'1". You know what I mean?
no. And don't let him stand on his wallet.
Yes, sir! Millionaire, you brokies. Okay, so look, man, look.
Yeah.
So I hung out with them on Friday. I was trying to make sure that I give them time, and then because I also know that I'll be trying to give myself time, right?
Right.
And so I gave them Friday. Now on Saturday, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I've given to others.
Yeah.
This is for me. All right, so I'm talking to Olivia, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go get some Bam's Vegan. Shout out to Bam. He's a vegan chef in DFW. We actually went to UTA with him. I say I'm gonna go to Bam's Vegan and get some food. Olivia says, wow, we should go with you. And I say, it was gonna be more of a solo thing. It was gonna be more of a solo thing. And so she was like, I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, like, that's fine. And so I had to ask this question because it's all about boundaries, bro. I feel like I give a lot to other people. And in that moment, I just want to go eat vegan food by myself, eat it, and just chill out.
Right.
Am I wrong? Was I wrong for that? In terms of like setting boundaries. And do y'all do things like that in y'all's life to make sure y'all set boundaries?
I don't think you're wrong for that. I think boundaries are important, bro. For me, I feel like that's something that I also struggle with sometimes.
Setting
It's like
boundaries?
setting boundaries,
Okay.
right? Or setting those appropriate boundaries, right? Because
Right.
I think that I am a person who typically likes to help other people or try to be there for other people, try to
Right.
show up for other people. And a lot of times that's at the expense of something that I want to do.
Right.
And so what that boundary looks like for me is sometimes it's hard to gauge, right? Like, do I say yes to this? Do I say no to this? It's difficult. So for me, even like thinking about setting boundaries, I know even sometimes with like communication, like always being accessible is
Right.
another one. Like people always have events going on. They'll hit you up and be like, expect you to be there. And if it's for somebody close or it's a big event,
I'm pulling
of course,
up.
right? Yeah, I'm pulling
Easy.
up.
Right.
But for some things, I'm like, man, I just don't really want to be there, or I could be spending my time focused on other things.
Right.
But sometimes it's difficult to actually set that bound. It's difficult sometimes to say no and set that boundary.
Right. Yeah. I think I struggle with setting boundaries also. Like, I always want to be able to help people or support them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what ends up happening a lot of time is because all three of us are like this. Because we are always showing up for people. When they don't show up for us, it hurts
Off
more.
with your head.
Right.
You're done.
right. But it hurts more because you know
Right.
all the things that you gave up
Right.
just to be there for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But is that their fault or is that our fault?
Personally, I think it's our fault.
Yeah, I would say that's a personal
We're
thing.
setting ourselves up for disappointment. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because I've come to realize, bro, there are people who have no problem not pulling up to your stuff.
Right.
Or telling you no.
Right.
I be breaking my back trying not to let people down. And honestly, bro, in this season of life that I'm in now, I just be like, look, if I can't make it, I just can't make it. You know what I'm
good,
saying?
yeah.
Like, especially if the real reason that I don't want to be there is because I'm just like, bro, I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like being around people. I'm just not in the mood, and I don't want to go and bring down the mood of the environment.
Right.
And so I think that is super, super important. But I want to know for y'all, everybody gets to a point where they reach their breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
How do you act when you don't set the boundary? We're going to tell on ourselves. What's your toxic trait? How do you act when you don't set the boundary and now you acting out?
I shut down.
Oh, so you one of the people, you'll be like out and about and you just quit talking?
I'll probably leave.
That's not shut down, fool. That's leaving.
No, I'll shut down first for sure. I was like,
I've
okay.
seen Coop out and I've seen Coop shut down.
Yeah.
I've literally seen him go.
It's like a
from
battery depleted.
It's like a switch. Somebody hit a switch and Coop is no longer engaged.
Yep.
It's like, it's time to go.
And then you could be saying you could be Dave Chappelle. And I'll just be looking at the ceiling.
It ain't even that funny. I'll be like, you ain't think my joke was funny. Okay, so that's how you what happens when you don't set your boundaries. So you know you need to set boundaries so you don't get to that point.
Right. So even the fact it would be like early on in my relationship with my wife, she'll have me go places.
My wife.
Yeah, you like that? She'll have me go places that I know I didn't want to go, but I'm going just because she wants me to go type thing.
Right.
And then I'm having a miserable time and my energy's throwing off her energy. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like, because I didn't set that boundary that I don't want to be at this place, this isn't my scene, then it kind of messes it up and she sees me shutting down. That
Right.
affects her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, sometimes it's worse off than it would have been if you would have just said
Right.
no from the jump.
Even if she gets upset that I don't want to go, it would have been better for her for me not to go.
Right. She can go and at least have a good time.
It's mutually beneficial.
Right. So that's good. JJ, what about you? When you don't set the boundary, how do you react? Because everybody reacts when you
Yeah.
reach your breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think I manifest things internally. So like if I don't set the boundary, I'll start to be like stressed out. And that's good that you brought it up because even earlier this week, I recognized that I wasn't like something was off.
Right.
Like I felt like I wasn't setting boundaries. I felt like I wasn't able to sleep. And so I was just up. I was restless, and I was like, "Man, why am I restless?" And I felt like it's because I didn't set boundaries. Like
Right.
my peace, like I wasn't protecting my peace.
Right.
And it's like I'm always doing for others. So I think one thing for me is like when I get to that point, it'll start to affect me in a lot of different areas. Like it affects my sleep. It affects my like overall well being. I will shut down, but it's not like I'll be out and about that I'll shut down. I'll just shut down. Like I won't be engaged. So
Right.
I'll start to withdraw. So if I won't even be at the event. So if somebody was to hit me up, I'm just like, I'm not going.
Oh,
Right.
Like, I just shut down from that point, that
I got
perspective. Yeah.
Right. So I think that's more so where I'm at. If I'm out and about, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I get grumpy. Like I
this is
just get
No, I'm saying this is true. Like I seen Coop in that element. I seen you in this element.
you ain't never seen me. Yeah, you have.
my birthday is a prime example.
What? I wasn't grumpy at your birthday.
When Dante came in to the cabin that first day, you went straight and went to go get some sleep.
You were a buzzkill.
I was grumpy.
And you was like, and Olivia was like, nah, y'all don't bother him. Give him 2 hours. Let
And
him
I
get
came
some
out,
sleep.
and I came out.
But you were grumpy when you came in.
But see that's
Mr. Grumps.
The problem, the problem with y'all is, and I'm talking about our listeners because now they're part of the family. We can talk to them like they family.
Right.
The problem is when you're unaware of how you're impacting when you don't set boundaries. Because I know that I'm grumpy, I knew that I needed to come in,
And get away.
go straight to that room, chill, and then come back. By the time I came back out, bro, I was cool.
No, you were.
I was cool. I was like, yo, bro, what's up? Let's have a good time. But I knew, bro, I had a long day, and I knew I was tired, and I was just like, bro, I need some time.
That's true. That's true.
You did.
So
So for y'all, like, why is it important to set boundaries?
I think for one, as men, if you act really living like a man, because some of y'all boys,
That's facts, though.
that's facts.
At them.
Boss up.
No. Everybody who listens to our podcast is men.
Yeah.
These are guys that we know and we talk to. But when you're a man, you have to put other people before you.
Yeah.
You have to put their wants before yours, their
very
needs
true.
before yours, and eventually, if you don't take time to like set some boundaries and take some time for yourself, you start to get to those unhealthy places. And like Coop said, it don't just impact you, it impacts the people around you.
Right.
Whether you're in a relationship or if you're single,
Right.
you start acting like that, it impacts your family, it
Right.
impacts your friends, it
Right.
impacts your coworkers. And so it's important personally for me to set boundaries so that I can maintain these relationships in a healthy manner, because I just know how I can go 0 to 100 real quick. You feel me?
You're absolutely right, Dante. I think that it's important just to keep everybody. It's for the benefit of everybody.
Right.
Because if I'm there and I shut down and now you're not having a good time, I mean, what's the point of me being there? I might as well be where I want to be.
If I ain't happy, ain't nobody
happy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so yeah, it's just for the benefit of everybody, I would say.
No, that's real. That's real. For me, man, I think it's important to set boundaries because you have to establish that respect for yourself. Mm-hmm. And I think when you set boundaries, you essentially are treating or telling other people how to treat you, right? You are creating a parameter over what's important to you, mm-hmm. right? Like you're telling people, hey, yes, I can say yes to this or I can say no to this. It allows you to be able to focus on what it is that's like we got goals, right? So
right.
If we're too busy trying to do for everybody else, mm-hmm. if we go into every event, every birthday, every shindig, then we don't have time to work on our goals. Right. So those boundaries are important because like that's ultimately where you're trying to go.
Right.
You will never get there if you don't have those boundaries.
That's
and
good.
then you're gonna stress yourself out trying to do for everybody else. And these people don't really care about you. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Just like how you were Dante, you were talking about. There's some people that will say no. From coming to your event.
Right.
I respect that because they like, yo, I got boundaries because there's other things that I want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important to be able to establish that. One, because you gotta respect yourself, but also because you need to manage your time effectively.
That's
right?
good.
So boundaries help you to manage your time. If you don't manage your time, other people gonna manage it for you.
Yeah, it can also be
Bar.
It kind of also can be scary because by doing that, telling people no.
Yeah.
You kind of teach people how to treat you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I know that they're not going to come to this or that or whatever. But then what happens when you want to go somewhere?
People don't invite you.
And people don't invite you. Now your feelings are hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think that probably is also in how you deliver your no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so let's say I hit you up and I was like, hey, bro, I'm throwing this little kickback this weekend. We finna have a game night. Pull up. And you're like, nah, I ain't going. I'm like, okay, cool. I invite you to the next thing. You're like, nah, I ain't going. This is a pattern. So Coop don't want to hang out no more.
Right.
But if you're like, hey, bro, I can't make it this weekend. I'm working on the room.
You're right.
And then next weekend, you're like, I can't make it. The in-laws are in town.
Right.
Okay, these are like, it's justifiable
like
reasons, right? You're just not saying no, like you just disengaged and you don't want to be a part of nothing. Mm-hmm. I understand. You got some things you're working on.
That's good.
So.
And I think that's the most important part, JJ. Communication
is key.
It's key.
For all of our Spanish listeners.
For us, because we in Spain next. Because we already Guten Tag. We in Spain next. Hola. No, that's good, bro. And so I think it's important to set those boundaries. I think we all can agree them boundaries need to be set because people will waste your time.
Right.
So, guys, I was, we're at that weird age, bro. 31. You're at that age
31
now.
31 and 30.
Bro, you turned 31 in literally a couple of months. Anyway, we're in our early 30s, and we're at that age now where it's kind of like you have to unlearn some things that you relearned growing up, whether that was you learned from your parents or sometimes that you learned from a societal norm. Right. And so I came across this thing on Instagram, and I sent it to y'all, and I said we need to talk about it on the podcast. The guy said from age 0 to 18, our success depends on us learning to do what we're supposed to. From age 18 onwards, our success depends on us unlearning what we're supposed to do. Obedience, conformity, and risk avoidance are useful for playground survival, but dangerous for adult life. So I just thought it was a great topic. Not necessarily that we need to talk about what he's talking about from a success standpoint, but I just want to know from y'all, in this season of life that you're in, is there anything that you once learned that you are currently unlearning?
Yeah, for me, the first thing that comes to mind is having to unlearn how to go about education. And I really think it's a byproduct of
Coming from the man with the masters?
Yeah, bro. Then that's real though. But I think it's a form of groupthink.
Right.
So like unlearning groupthink, I would say, yeah, unlearning groupthink. Because when you're young, you're taught or you learn like, okay, you have to go to elementary school. From elementary school, you got to go to middle school or junior high to high school. Next step after high school is college. You got to get your either associate's, bachelor, and then continue to move on up from there. Like that's what you learn. But I think that does a disservice to people because not everybody learns that way. Systemic education teaches you to like conform and to be like a group think. Right. I'm following the path that somebody else already laid out. Right. But what happens when people need to lay out their own path? Right. It doesn't allow you to have that like that creativity or that to kind of embrace who you are as a person. So for me, I know when I was going through undergrad, there was times I was going through school like, bro, I don't feel like I need to be here. Right. Like this is a waste of my time and money. But it's just like this is not really the way I think. Like, yes, I can go and pass these classes and I can get this education, but how well is that really serving me? Right. I feel like I could be doing something different. I don't feel like this is the way that I have to go, but this is all that I know. This is what I've learned. Right. And so, yes, for me, it was like next step was to get my my bachelor's. Then that step after that was to get a master's. But for what? Right. You know what I mean? Even if I think about me getting my master's, really, I don't know if that was necessarily needed. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. And I did accumulate a lot of debt from that. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like if that's one of those things that I think that you could unlearn. It's like that groupthink mentality.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. Mm-hmm. Hey man, speaking of that, UTA, if you get rid of my debt, I will give you the degree back. I'm a proud Maverick though. And no, JJ, that is good because I think a lot of people don't think about that. I'm in a season, bro, I begin on this podcast telling literally all my business. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am in a season where I am unlearning that the man does not have to be like the primary breadwinner in a home. Woo! Let me tell y'all, this is a struggle. And
I feel you.
And the crazy thing is, bro, it's not something that I learned from my home. Like, I didn't grow up with a dad in the home who was like, as a man, you need to be bringing in the money, bringing in the bread. Right. Mm-hmm. It was literally something that I think I picked up from just society, like a societal norm that I picked up. And so in my relationship, bro, I date a boss. You feel me? Yeah. A boss king. And so for her, you know, she's working her way up. She out here grinding. She out here getting it. And they pay my baby her worth. Mm-hmm. Her worth is just more than mine.
She be grinding though.
But my baby be grinding. You know what I'm saying? And so in this season of life, I have to unlearn this idea that like just because I don't make as much as her, it makes me any less valuable to our relationship and to the future that we're going to have. But bro, it ain't easy. And there are times that like I slip back into this same mindset. Right. Mm-hmm. But like what I'm gonna do, tell her to be less successful so we both can be broke? That don't make no sense.
That's good, bro. I definitely can relate, Dante.
Yeah, you date a boss too.
I don't date a boss. I date the bread maker.
Do you know the muffin man? The baker.
Right. So yeah, I mean, growing up similar, I would think I was always raised that the husband takes care of everything.
Right. You the man. You take care of the household.
Which I was fine with. Right, because I have lived a certain type of lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Right, I meet my wife; she lives a different type of lifestyle. And I can't sustain that type of lifestyle. So it's almost like you just have to have that talk. Like, if you're okay with it being set up a certain type of way, then it can work.
Right. But,
yeah, that's definitely something I had to unlearn also.
Right. And I just think I think you don't realize these things until you start having conversations about them, right? And then you start realizing like, am I tripping? Mm. Like I didn't start to, it took me a while to like be comfortable enough to tell other people that like, yeah, bro, like my girl make more money than me. Yeah. And now I'm to the point, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My girl told me, she was like, you know, if this is gonna be a big thing for you, you probably need to go talk to somebody about it. Cause it's not that you don't love me. But she also does a great job of like not necessarily holding that over my head. Mm-hmm. Like she does affirm me. She tells me all the other areas that like I do well in. She's like, babe, you are such a, a value to me and to Jaden. And so I think that's, especially when it's from when you're having to unlearn something that impacts your relationship, it's all about communication.
Right.
Communicating where you are and saying, this is where I am, but I'm mentally trying to get out of this space so that we can be successful and fruitful. Right. So
that's important, bro. And it's important that she speaks life into you like that. Because if you are in that situation that essentially challenges the status quo.
While I'm waiting on my millions.
Right. Where you leveling up, but you're not okay with that.
Right.
Like, then that's an issue. That's something that y'all have to work out and communicate.
Right.
From a relational standpoint, But I think that's one thing that you have to do is those societal norms are things that are always accepted.
Right.
So thinking about, sometimes it's subconscious. You don't even think about it.
Exactly.
Right? You got to be able to think outside, take a step back and think outside the box and challenge some of those.
Challenge the thoughts.
Challenge the thoughts. Challenge, and I'm gonna say this because
whenever somebody breaks the table,
right?
No, because bro, even if you think about it, like I feel like going back to education and just how we are learning things, I think we're taught not to think. Like that's the biggest thing.
Right.
Like
don't challenge anything.
You're not. Yeah, you're taught not to challenge things, and so when you start to conform and you start to just grow up in accepting societal norms, you're not trained to be a thinker. So you gotta take your mind back. You gotta be able to think.
Oh, JJ talking like that 1%.
Come on.
Billionaire in the building. Y'all think I'll be the broke
talking about millionaire.
Whoa! I just got a millionaire.
Was it with an M or a B?
With a B. A little M or a big B.
No, that's good. But guys, we want to know what in this season of your life are you having to unlearn? Is it something about your status in a relationship? Is it your worth?
Right.
Maybe in the season of singleness.
Right.
Is it your career? Is it like where you are from an educational standpoint? What is it that you are having to unlearn? We are going to post this on our Facebook page. Yep, that's new.
Oh, yeah.
We got that. We'll be adding you guys to that. But we're going to post it on our Facebook community page. And we're also going to be posting it on our IG. And we want you to do just like what you did with the goals. We want you to take the time and write down what is it that you're unlearning. Because honestly, that was just one thing. There are several other things I need to be unlearning. And I think when somebody else can post something and we can say, I also need to unlearn that, it helps us to grow. Because we all just out here trying to grow and get better. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Grow, get better, and get money.
Yes, sir. And we want to hear from and we do. We want to hear from y'all. We really
Emphasis on money.
Anybody worry about their growth? No, but JJ's right. We want to hear from you guys, man. Please, we love the fact you guys are giving us reviews on Apple Podcasts. Please continue to rate us 5 stars. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Let me say something. Because so we had a little bit of a mix-up or confusion with Apple Podcasts. So what happened was that we had... unexpectedly, we had two profiles, and so we had to remove one of those profiles. So if you were following the old profile, make sure you go back and follow the one. There should only be one up there now, so make sure you go and follow that one.
Right, and if you're looking for that link, it's in all of our link trees.
Yeah.
On our IGs. If you want to follow your boy on IG, man, you can follow me at Dante Speaks Life. That's DONTAE Speaks Life. I appreciate y'all, man, listening to the podcast.
Yes, sir. And you can follow your boy JJ at _Jeremy J.
And you can find me on all socials at thisiscoop_.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all tapping into episode 5 of the Soundboard Podcast. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. And if y'all want us to go weekly, please tell a friend. Because if y'all don't tell no friends, we ain't going to never go weekly.
How you say bye in German?
It's not Guten Tag?
Guten bye.
Peace. Hey Dante, I learned some stuff too.
Look, bro, my bad, bro. I done ended the whole episode. My bad, Coop. One of the things I'm also unlearning is it's not all about me.
Coop, Dante mad from that girlfriend comment.
Yeah, my girlfriend. I got your girlfriend.
No, I got
It was payback.
I got your girlfriend right here, pal.
Me and my wife. I'm sorry, Coop. So, Coop, what did you have to unlearn in this season of life?
I think I need to relearn this actually.
In light of things that had transpired.
No, it'll be communicating without being. I don't have to be aggressive to get my point across.
Okay.
Which I
That's
think
good.
I think that is this therapy right now. Therapy time. I think that stems from probably
That stems from.
It
That's a
stems
therapy
from-
word.
for sure.
Probably from like sports and stuff.
What triggers this?
Right. From sports and stuff. Because you know your coach, when they get serious or whoever.
Right. It's passion.
It's
It's
very
considered
passionate,
passion.
right? But you can't talk to everybody that way.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
probably don't have to talk to anybody that way.
That's true.
Really. But that's how I grew up, knowing when somebody was serious, pretty much.
But you know what? Cool? I ain't never seen that side of you.
I unlearned it.
Dang, he said, while y'all over here working on
Also,
y'all.
I don't know if I've ever had to have a serious conversation with you, Dante.
Well, we're not. Well, clearly we just figured out we're coworkers. You don't invite me to your parties.
Look,
You
I
don't
was
invite-
reluctant to say this, but I've seen Coop in that light.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen him where he's more aggressive / passionate.
Well, I hope I don't ever have to have that difficult conversation.
I
with
mean, it
you,
wasn't
kid.
toward me.
Oh, you saw it.
I was just
okay.
there, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm ready for back door. Like, nigga, what's up?
Well, cool. I think that's a great thing that